Hey everybody, welcome back to Pixel Junkies. This is the
Hey
Pixel Junkies podcast, episode 127. I'm one of your hosts, Rory DC.
Speaking of really odd breaks there, Rory.
I'm Aaron.
And I'm Adam.
There you go.
Also one of your hosts.
Today I'm back. Today I am back.
Rory's back, yep.
Where were you?
I was in Ottawa.
I thought you died.
Visiting family.
Oh.
No, he
almost like death.
I didn't.
I got picked at the airport for additional security.
Take that.
Hold up.
Yeah.
Just a second. Do you think this game was made when ragdoll physics had just been discovered?
Ragdoll. Oh,
Ragdoll.
No,
So you were screened for extra security, were you?
Yeah,
you screamed terrorist.
My dad had made a remark about I guess how bad a time this was to be a person dressed like me, publicly, with not the way I'm dressed now, but with
Trump
like
supporter?
the super boots and the black jeans and the black shirt and the wristband and whatnot. And
Yeah. I mean, like a punk rocker.
Yeah, and in particular, there's a lot of very bad people in the U.S. right now who are having a bit of a resurgence. Who may be dressed similarly.
Yeah.
And,
also, they tend to have very short crew haircuts.
Yeah, exactly. So this it was an interesting time. This is not a great time historically for people who look like me. And so
I have to be honest. Full disclosure. Last podcast, I did make fun.
I watched it. Yeah,
okay. That had nothing to do with your fashion of dress. That was more just me being a dick.
No, that was a solid joke, I thought.
You're getting hit, Aaron.
Oh, there's a guy behind me.
So I walk through the thing, right? And they're like, "Hey, you've been picked for extra security," rather as if I had won something. Like, you've been picked for extra security, meaning we're gonna hold you here for longer than you'd like to be here, basically. But it didn't take too long. They got me to take out my computer, and they looked at my computer and stuff.
Don't they do that anyway?
Nope.
Oh. You have to take out your computer to go through security. Anyway.
You'll have to take your computer, yeah, but they don't go over it with a fine-tooth comb.
Oh, okay.
This
music seems awesome in this game, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, it's
really?
Well, I mean, it's a James Bond, but it's like that's good.
So while I was there, I wanted to mention this.
Can I also point out that's a very they got the dimensions of that little checkpoint there perfect, because any longer the truck wouldn't be able to fit in.
Well, I mean, it's a load screen, yeah.
While I was there, so I ended up popping by just briefly to a couple of the casinos that were there. Right?
Okay.
And so I've never been in a casino before.
Mm-hmm.
All my gambling has been done sort of, with my buddies,
where everyone else does it behind the Kmart.
and so
smoking crack off a urinal or whatever.
So when you walk in the casinos, the first thing that you see is the slot machines, right?
Yeah.
And one thing in particular sort of caught my eye. I had noticed there was an anime-themed one, right? There was an anime-themed slot machine.
Oh, was it?
At the anime-themed slot machine was this old white guy. And I was like, this right here. This is the end. Right? This. It's an old white guy playing a creepy Japanese slot machine. Somehow that's the end of everything.
Was it the MGS5 pachinko machine or whatever?
Regrettably, it was not. It was anime girl themed.
Oh, so like Hatsune Miku or whatever?
It was. I couldn't recognize her. So
or were they just generic
Might have been just generic anime girl.
Kawaii or whatever.
And I was so I found that to be a very interesting site. But anyways,
I came across this. Speaking of that, I came across this dump a little while ago of images on Imgur, and it was like a cringe thing of all this different cringy images, and there was one, and they showed this this dude in the fedora, the neck beard, the whole shebang, and he was like, I was so late for work or for school today, I actually had to run down the street with a piece of toast hanging out of my mouth. My life is just like an anime, and everyone was like, "Oh, that's so kawaii," and they were all like stuff in Japanese. I'm like, you fucking staged that picture, you miserable son of a bitch! Also, what a sniper rifle!
Who does that? No one leaves the house with toast hanging out of their mouth. What the hell is that? That guy's motivated, man. You better take care of him.
Jesus Christ, James Bond sucks with the aim.
The controls are fucking horrendous.
I love how Adam is creating so much grief for Aaron. This was Adam's idea to play this, by the way. I love how Adam picked it, and now he's shitting on Aaron.
First off, Rory, I said to Aaron, hey, we should do that. He said, that might be complicated. I said, okay, do whatever you want. Whatever's easiest for the podcast. That's fine.
I missed that one. I missed that part of the message.
And the second thing is, that's the fucking shtick of the podcast. Aaron plays the game, and I shit on him. It couldn't be any more podcasts if I didn't go over there, take a squat, and this guy can literally pop a deuce into his fucking open mouth.
I'm waiting for it.
In 3, if I remember correctly, the controls of this game are awesome. I'm not necessarily criticizing Aaron. I'm criticizing the fucking sway of the controls to try and get the fucking gun the way you want it to go. Because unlike everyone else that fucking generation, this fucking console had one thumbstick.
We are emulating this. You should probably preface it. It is emulated. I'm playing it with an Elite controller.
It's also James Bond GoldenEye for people who don't know what we're playing. Because it came out, it's 20 years old today.
It's 20 years old, so, celebratory. 20 years old today for us, because this comes out on Monday and the birthday will have passed, but August 25th.
Close enough.
Yeah, so I remapped the controls a little bit. I originally did it to be twin stick. Like a modern game,
like an actual good shooter, right?
But the game really doesn't work well with twin stick. So I remapped it back to single stick to make it more like it originally was, and it plays better. But fuck me, the sensitivity is ridiculous.
It's like everyone talks about Metal Gear Solid Prime as being a really good game, and it is. But
wait, what?
Metal Gear Solid Prime was a good game. And everyone says it's a good game.
What's Prime?
Came out. It's the one that came out for GameCube. It came out for GameCube. It was a single stick shooter. The GameCube controller had 2 thumbsticks. Why didn't you map view to the right one? It was
single stick.
Yeah, I'm pretty. Now I might be wrong. I might be misremembering, and if I am, don't bother messaging because I will no longer care by the time the message reaches me. But if I remember correctly, Aaron, did you just jump off?
That's my objective.
Oh, okay.
I think, anyway. Right. There we go. You get it? Remember in the beginning of GoldenEye, does the
thing? but when he jumps, he actually jumps. You jumped and ended up back at the start, and then he jumps again.
Well, it's on Michael Bay. It did a cutaway. It did a different angle.
Also, can we just
Jesus, that's a tall dam.
Pause for a brief moment and point out
a kilometer tall dam.
The GoldenEye, good movie.
Yeah, very good movie. Remember with that kilometer high dam? That fucking fog, it's so tall, there's fog at the bottom.
Facilities. I love this level.
It's got Sean Bean and everything.
I fucking love this level.
I forgot it had Sean Bean. He dies in that one too.
Yep. Yeah, he dies in everything. He died in Oblivion. It's just like he's a voice actor.
I love the idea of like Seth Rogen doing a movie or something, or whatever his laugh is, and in the movie Sean Bean shows up like, "Hey guys, do you need help filming the movie?" And then he just like some dude comes out of nowhere like.
Yeah, really though.
There's a guy in the bathroom if I remember correctly, and you got to steal his uniform or something. Holy shit!
I love how he opens fire. Right. Oh shit.
Game's not that clever. Just go around killing people. Oh.
They're all at their. No one's actually using the washroom in this washroom. Everyone's just waiting with their machine guns.
For our younger audience members, who is no one, because really nobody else is watching this besides Thomas. Hey, Thomas.
He's older than me and Adam. At least.
This is what video games look like. This is before we really figured out 3D. Also, hang on, go back in there, Aaron.
Okay, give me a minute.
Just go to the other side.
This side.
Yeah. Who designs a bathroom where the door opens up and blacks part of the fucking hall for people?
Yeah, really though.
What the fuck kind of bathroom?
If I was this guy, I'd leave that door open, and then this guy's fucked.
Yeah.
Hello, get out. Hello.
You can just close the door, but still redesign your bathroom.
Really
it's really asymmetrical. I mean, I guess that's Russian.
I just want to pause for a moment. We have the no smoking signs. I never noticed this before,
but
on
wash
flights,
hand sign. Well,
on flights, they're like, "We would like to remind you, this is a non-smoking flight." Yeah, no shit.
Like
what was the last flight you were on that was a smoking flight? Like 50,000 years ago.
Probably in like the 60s, I would say.
Yeah, like it was forever ago, right? Like. Non-smoking flight. Who's lighting up on the plane?
You're in a pressurized can with a limited oxygen supply, and some dude's like, "I'm gonna light up a cig."
Yeah, exactly.
Take the nerves right out of there.
Really though, yeah.
Well, it could be like a lawsuit thing.
What?
Like if somebody could argue that holy shit, there's a lot of.
It is definitely a lawsuit thing, but it's
like,
also one of the things.
No one told me I couldn't smoke.
Like on the side of a hammer, it says, "Don't hit self in the head with a hammer." Like, okay, come on now, a bit of common sense. the human race is not going to keep going forward. We have to keep coming back to pick you up.
Yeah, it's just as easy to say no smoking though. Like, don't smoke, asshole.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying you shouldn't. Like, there's some things that should be left unsaid. You know.
Okay, I'm sorry. I just need to take a moment to. Oh,
I fucking love this game.
Stupid thing.
I gotta play through this whole game now.
No photos.
Come on, go faster. Gotta get through there before the door closes. What are you doing?
I don't know what Rory's doing. Let's talk about the game.
iTunes popped up.
Oh,
covering your
what
stuff.
is it?
iTunes came out of nowhere. Oh yeah, we should talk. I just want to for a moment. There's something on the topic list. It's the very first thing. It says solar eclipse happen.
Sarah, just back up. Did you just blow up a locker with bullets?
Yep.
How?
Yep.
How?
90s.
What's in
the 90s,
there?
Yep.
It's the 90s.
Holy shit!
Oh.
You're getting cornered.
No, they're blowing up the lockers.
Fucking aggressive AI in this game. Anyway, there was the clip. Sorry to interrupt.
But the topic says, in one line separated by comma, solar eclipse happened. Rapper Joey Badass. Now I know who Joey Badass is. He's a rapper and an actor. Yep. Someone please, I know what a solar eclipse is. Can anyone here tell me why those two things are on the same topic?
Well, okay, yeah, because it connects.
Aaron's flustered.
Well, the solar eclipse happened last week. Everybody knows it because everybody was outside looking at it.
Was there an eclipse? That never once came up.
Oh my god!
Holy
what
shit.
the fuck?
He's surrendering.
You look even worse in 1080, dude. Holy fuck! All right, yeah. So the solar eclipse happened.
His face looks like what's going on in his pants.
He also
right
crouched
now.
down pretty weirdly. He didn't even get on his knees. Yeah, solar eclipse happened there.
And anyway, this Joey Badass guy, some rapper dude, chose
he's also in Mr. Robot. He's an actor.
He chose to not wear protective glasses while looking at it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because he's badass.
His defense was eclipses have been happening forever, and humans in history, like thousands of years ago, weren't wearing glasses, and none of them went blind. Which he knows. He knows because of his extensive knowledge. He knows for a fact nobody went blind.
Yeah.
So anyway, he chose to not wear glasses, and then
looks like what a badass over here.
Yeah.
Then shortly thereafter, he came out and said that the next few shows that he was playing were canceled. So people were drawing the connections that he got like
blinded himself.
some sort of temporary blindness. He tweeted later on that he was seeing double stacked on triple or something, whatever way he worded it.
Well, to be fair, that's what happened when you basically microwave the back of your retinas.
Yeah, so...
Holy fuck. Like, how many... NASA and the government and every fucking news agency from Fox to from Breitbart to Fox to CNN to MSNBC was basically saying, don't look at the sun. Only look at the sun if you have these special glasses that you can get from NASA from $20. Yeah. If you don't have these glasses, don't...
You can also wear welder's glasses, I believe.
Or an equivalent.
Yeah.
Like welder's glasses,
yeah, like
anything
good welder's
like
glasses,
that.
I think should do it.
Yeah, they would. I mean, they're meant to, for arc welding. It's kind of the same thing. Don't do it.
Yeah, don't do it.
It just won't work. And everyone's like, if I put a banana peel over my face, will that protect it from the sun? Because it's got lots of potassium. No. What if I shove a carrot up my ass because it has a lot of vitamin C? No. Again, no. Or vitamin K or whatever the fuck it is. What if I hold my baby up so it blocks 80% of the radiation coming in? Don't do that.
Oh, shit.
What if the Earth is flat, so this is all a lie anyway? Well,
look it up. Look into it.
Look into it. The truth. Who's the rapper who thinks that?
Another
rapper? Is it Big Boy Badass?
B.O.B. or something?
There's a surprising number of people that think the Earth is not round.
Yeah. Dr. Loaf, indeed. It looks like somebody took fucking Jonathan Frakes, a picture of Jonathan Frakes, and stuck it on a blow-up doll.
Sentient blow-up dolls are the future.
And look at that run animation. It's just like Batman Arkham Asylum.
Does it tell
you?
It really is. I can't remember if it tells you your objection. Because
I love that game, but that run animation.
I remember how to play this, but I couldn't remember what the hell it was.
Okay, so you know what though, Aaron?
Mm-hmm.
I'm convinced that those two belonged in the same thing, and I'm glad you put it there because I never knew about that.
Well, Andrew posted a thing a little while ago that was just like, doctors are now administering more treatments for people with severe suntan lotion contamination in their eyes because they thought that would help.
Oh man!
Yeah,
my God!
Fucking...
I mean, when when the eclipse happened, I went outside and I looked at the sun for 0.8 of an femtosecond because I forgot it was happening, and it was just like because where we're located, we didn't get any of it at all. So it's just like looking at the sun, and you can look at the sun for like a second or two without any permanent damage. I mean, don't do it because then you get the blue spot. But the reason that the eclipse is so bad, in case you didn't know, is because your eyes aren't dilating like they do when you look at the sun normally because it's still dark, so they're staying wide, which is letting in more radiation, which is cooking the back of your retinas, but you're still getting the same level of radiation in. So, don't do it. So when the next one happens in, 2024, is that what it is? 2020?
Something like that.
It's actually coming pretty close to here. You can go to Grand Falls, Windsor to see it. That's going to be the best spot in the island.
The one time ever Grand Falls, Windsor has been the best spot on the island for literally anything.
And I'm quite fond of Grand Falls, but I'm agreeing with you.
Shit.
You're getting shot, Aaron.
I'm not getting shot. I'm getting hurt from the gas.
I
don't know how these guys are fine, but whatever.
You're gonna fucking
went to
die.
the wrong thing. Oh. Yeah, I mean, I remember these levels, but I can't remember how to do them. There was a time when I could, like, speed run this whole game.
I like how you die, and then it shows you dying 3 times.
Yeah, and sometimes you go inside a wall. Same angle.
Stanley Kubrick. Another take! Do another one!
Alright.
So, speaking of Stanley Kubrick, very much not at all.
Cheats menu.
It was a director, so I transitioned to another director. James Cameron.
That was seamless.
Thank you.
What's DK mode?
Hey man, you deserve some of the credit. You set me up for it. Yeah, so James Cameron said, and I got the Variety article right here, so I'll be able to get the quote here for you.
All right. I guess it gets something to do with Avatar.
It's something to do with Wonder Woman.
Ooh.
He called Wonder Woman, and I quote.
Mm-hmm.
Give me a minute.
This is gonna be good.
We're gonna be quoting. So he says it's a step backwards. Now you might get there and go, oh, hold on. James Cameron, he's not really the be-all and end-all authority on film, in my opinion.
No.
Although
Terminator 2 was good.
Terminator 2 was good. It's also old. And
the Aquaman movie, right?
That's right, with Vincent Chase.
Very obscure Entourage reference. I mean, Jesus.
So yeah.
You're really hitting the Aaron.
He definitely thinks Wonder Woman is a step backwards, and it's interesting the angle he chooses to approach that. He thinks it's a step backwards for female protagonists.
Oh, okay.
He says it's sort of like, let's see if I can get the quote.
Ooh, take the big key. You need that to get into the dungeon.
Mm-hmm. I needed to get into plane, actually.
Is this the one with the tank? There's a level with a tank, right?
There's a couple levels with a tank. This is one of them.
Are you getting in the tank?
Yeah, I just gotta go over this way.
And here we go. She's an objectified icon, and it's just male Hollywood doing the same old thing. Now, immediately that's going to raise alarm bells, because you're going to say, well, Wonder Woman really isn't male Hollywood.
Hasn't it already?
That's a good point, and the person who would agree with you on that point is the director of Wonder Woman, Patty Jenkins.
You're not even in the fucking tank.
Patty Jenkins, I guess, does not consider herself to be male Hollywood, and I think probably wasn't crazy about the statement. And I think there's actually a response here, and I will quote the entirety of it. James Cameron's inability to understand what Wonder Woman is or stands for to women all over the world is unsurprising, as though he's a great filmmaker, he is not a woman. Strong women are great. His praise of my film Monster and our portrayal of a strong yet damaged woman was so appreciated, but if women have to always be hard, tough, and troubled to be strong, and we aren't free to be multidimensional or celebrate an icon of women everywhere because she is attractive and loving, then we haven't come very far, have we? I believe that women can and should be everything just like male lead characters should be. There is no right and wrong kind of powerful woman, and the massive female audience who made the film a hit it is can surely choose and judge their own icons of progress.
I gotta be honest with this whole thing. First off, Cameron's an idiot for saying that.
Yeah, Cameron is an idiot.
Because here's the thing, even if he thought that, keep your fucking mouth shut when it comes to anything about female protagonists, because you're gonna get fucking torn apart on the internet.
Well, there's that, and also I don't really think he's kind of like she alludes to, probably the best person to judge, what should and should not be.
Yeah.
done for women's representation.
I tend to agree with the woman though. Like, there's more than one way to showcase a strong female protagonist. There's more. It doesn't always have to be I'm strong and I hate men, or whatever the fuck. It can be other things too. Wonder Woman was very happy, and that was fine. Yeah, it was great. It was great. She was best part of that movie was the character.
Yeah, I agree. I love that fucking movie.
Well, I wouldn't go that far to say I love it.
No, yeah, you weren't as positive about it as I was.
But that was more the plot as opposed to the character.
Yeah.
And the actress.
James Cameron. I don't know why James Cameron's talking about this.
So, and the other thing is why does everyone get hung up on the gender? Can't they just be like, yeah, this is a well-written character, that's fine. Like,
and the interesting thing is here.
You're kind of doing a disservice to the character by saying, "Oh, her defining Wonder Woman's defining characteristic, she's a woman." And I mean, I know it's in the name, but like so Superman, his defining characteristic.
And I think the person guilty of it in this case is James Cameron because that's what he targeted to mention it. He just decided he was going to talk about this for whatever reason. Yeah. A very well written response also that the director had. I think that was solid.
That didn't work.
I
used to sorry to interrupt. I used to throw time mines on the plane and then leave, and it would blow up in the cutscene. It was great. It blew up before the cutscene there, but I still completed it.
But yeah, I'm really not crazy about James Cameron saying that. I just don't know why.
It'd be like if Steven Spielberg came out and says, I really don't like the portrayal of this character in this movie because I don't know, they're not gay enough. Like, shut the fuck up! You don't.
Yeah, you'd be like,
First off, why are you saying this? You're bringing up controversy where there doesn't need to be fucking controversy. And second off, like, who the fuck are you to talk about this? Anyway.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I don't get it. And James Cameron's a fine film director, right? He's good and he's got a name and he's Canadian.
Avatar was the best movie ever. Yeah, according to him.
He's Canadian, and I'm a big supporter of Tim Hortons and maple syrup and all the good stuff we have here in Canada.
Titanic.
Titanic, the Adam's favorite movie.
I will say the first hour and a half of Titanic is actually a pretty decent movie. It's not like I wouldn't watch it again, that level, but I enjoyed it. And then the worst part of the movie happened when the boat started to sink because they dragged that fucking bitch out for 2.5 hours. Where it's just like the last 2/3 of the movie are just like, Jack, Rose, Jack, where are you? Jack, I don't know where I am. Help me, Rose, Jack. Like, shut up and get off the boat for fuck's sake.
The thing that's important, like me and like I'm like 100%. I always say this, like if certain critics and people want to talk about like gender representation in film, dandy, but it should be the people who are experts in that thing. Me and Adam, that's not what. It's safe to say that's not what we're experts in.
Oh yeah,
right.
We're definitely we here at the PixelJunkies are definitely experts when it comes to gender studies and sexualization.
When me and Adam talk about a movie and we sit here and we do a review of a movie, that's not what we talk about because that's not what we know about. I'm a big fan of experts doing their own work. Likewise, James Cameron, when he reviews a movie, he should be evaluating things like how blue the characters are, not how good the gender representation is in the movie. That's not what he knows about, clearly.
Also, what was the last movie that James Cameron worked on?
Avatar.
Was it Avatar? Was that the last movie he directed?
I'm pretty sure that's the last movie he directed. Let's double check.
Fat ass off the internet and fucking make another movie for.
He's working on another.
Yeah, he will make another movie. He'll make a bazillion more Avatars.
Yeah, he's making 5 more.
Yeah, the sequel to Avatar is supposed to come out in 2014. What the fuck happened there, James?
Was it? I think it was like 2020 is when he said it's coming out. I thought.
How long does it take to make a fucking
Well, he's making 5 movies, so I assume he's working on like everything to make all of them.
Oh, like Lord of the Rings, except shit.
Okay, so last feature-length movie he directed was Avatar. The next 4 he signed on for the next Avatar movies.
Oh man, he really put all the chips on red there.
He also lost the most deserved loss of an award I've ever seen when he lost Best Director to Catherine Bigelow, who did The Hurt Locker. I was so happy. Much better film. It was much better.
Not to rag on Avatar, because I mean there are parts of Avatar that I like. It's a decent movie.
The direction isn't one of them, in my opinion.
Well, it's just an average movie in terms of its direction.
In terms of its direction, it's a perfectly regular movie.
It's just a visual spectacle.
I mean, when it comes to the visual awards and the cinematography, sure, toss it an award.
Especially the CGI, which was at the time breathtaking.
It's excellent. Yeah, the Avatar deserved awards. Best Director wasn't one of them.
Hasn't really aged well.
No, it has not.
Yeah.
Haven't gone back to watch it.
Much like James Cameron, it seems.
It did come out like 8 years ago, though.
Yeah, so did Jurassic Park. Jurassic Park held up.
Yeah,
the
CG didn't.
Yeah, it did.
No, it didn't.
Yeah, it did. The T-Rex looks just as good now as it did back then. What?
I think you're a little biased.
I don't think I am.
Well,
because I can say this. I can say I went back and I looked at Jurassic Park 3, and even though this movie I don't like, CGI in that got worse.
How the fuck do I go? I can't remember.
And the CGI will not hold up for Guardians of the Galaxy, which I watched the other day. I briefly bring up. I rewatched Guardians of the Galaxy 2 the other day.
The first one? Oh, okay, yeah.
Good movie. The 80% of that movie is CGI, I'd say, and it's kind of distracting when you watch it at home. It's very noticeable.
Good movie. Didn't like it as much as the first one.
I actually prefer it to the first one.
Interesting. Even now after a rewatch, too.
Yep.
So I think that's pretty much it on James Cameron.
Yeah. Bringing it back to Stanley Kubrick.
That's right, yeah. Half-Life. We should talk about the Half-Life thing, yeah?
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so what's the Half-Life thing?
I'll get him to do it.
I'm doing it.
You were the one who posted it, right?
Yeah, so about a year and a half ago, the lead writer for a lot of the Half-Life stuff left Valve. I can't remember his name. I think it's Matt or something. Apologies, can't remember. Anyway, he left Valve, and oh shit, I don't know what I'm doing. And anyway, today he released what he dubs as like a fanfic, almost like closure to what I guess maybe he wanted Half-Life 3, Half-Life Episode 3 to be.
He posted it on his GitHub.
Yeah.
Which I thought was interesting.
And maybe just so like people could immediately download it so that it never disappears when Valve's like, get rid of that. Because I was assuming that was going to happen. But anyway, yeah, it's basically like a summary, I guess, of what Episode 3 would have been. I don't know if anything ever came of Episode 3, and this is like what it was going to be, or... Because it's been like 10 years since it was supposed to come out.
Look at that ocean.
Yeah. And since then, they've stopped working on it.
Supposedly, yeah. And then this guy just disclosed what Episode 3 was. And it pretty much seems like it is what I was expecting it to be.
Yeah.
But it would have been a cool episode, and I'm kind of sad they didn't make it. But at the very least, it's some form of closure.
Exactly, after the last one.
Half-Life fans who are,
What are you talking about? The last Half-Life episode, Half-Life 2 Episode 2 ended perfectly. No cliffhangers there.
Yeah, well, even Episode 3 kind of ends with a cliffhanger as well. I don't know if anybody... I would suggest go reading it rather than me doing a summary of it.
Right, yeah. Yeah, I didn't have a chance yet.
You can just Google, like, Episode 3 writer. But
do you think what Valve is doing is...
Glad he did it.
Do you think what they're doing is releasing the code for... gradually over the course of like years, they're releasing the code for Half-Life Episode 3 or Half-Life 3 or whatever it's going to be on Steam, buried in the codes of all the other games they've sold on Steam, and you just got to piece together the code to make the full game.
Hasn't that like been a thing already? Not Half-Life, but a bunch of games have had like a code encrypted into them that can be paired with a bunch of other like unrelated games, and then like you take the codes from all those games and piece them together. Like there's some weird like conspiracy, not really conspiracy, but like mystery that a bunch of game developers have kind of like, I don't know, collaborated on. You should look it up. I can't remember the name of it, but there's like a bunch of different like glyphs that are in random games that all link.
Cool.
Yeah.
I didn't know about that, I don't think.
Yeah, it's been a while since
I gotta be honest, you're doing pretty good for a game that doesn't really have great controls.
Yeah, I'm picking it up now.
Back. We've done a video on this game before. We did a special. First special I was ever in, actually.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
I have invincibility and unlimited ammo on. Oh my god, look at this thing.
Pirate.
Yeah, I don't know if that text was added or if you just couldn't read it on N64, but there you go.
Do you gotta get in that?
Yeah, I think that's how you leave the game. Or no, it's how the hostages escape. I gotta get back on the boat that I came in. Plant and tracking bug on helicopter. Right. I always used to. God, there's so many fucking memories from this game. I used to throw the bug at the blades, and it would still work. I always thought that was funny.
It's pretty cool.
Where's the bug at?
Okay, what's next on this topic list? Microsoft. in talks with Sony over what?
There we go. Yeah, so Microsoft
Platform. I thought it said cross plate, and I'm like, what the fuck's a cross plate?
Microsoft has been. That's a really small tail rotor. Microsoft has been in talks with Sony in hopes to get them to come to some sort of agreement to allow the Xbox ecosystem and the PlayStation ecosystems to cross over. So
Sony's been really resilient in the past for security reasons.
Yeah, but I mean, it's it's Microsoft. It's not some random dude from like
Sony's
Detroit.
been really well in the regard of their own internal security.
Yeah, I think Microsoft has had better security than Sony. So. But
we don't want to deal with Microsoft at all because that's how the hackers are getting in. Sir, the hackers just stole half Uncharted 5. Damn it!
Yeah, so the idea is, obviously...
Put more guards on the doors. That's not how it works. Put more guards on the doors!
And then you gotta speak to their translator because they don't speak English.
So, what are we gonna do about the firewall? Don't put fires in walls! That's how buildings burn down!
Oh, alright.
Alright.
Anyway, so the idea is that, like, you'd be able to play Call of Duty or something on Xbox and play with PS4 players.
I don't know why the leader of Sony is suddenly the dude from Vizzini from Princess Bride. Inconceivable!
That would be great. Also, Microsoft, if you're going for, like, whole cross-platform stuff, maybe have cross-platform play with your PC ecosystem as well. Like, why can't I play... Like, I know they're doing that with some games. They're trying to do that with, like, Minecraft and stuff, but... like Elite Dangerous on PS4 and... Or not PS4. Elite Dangerous on Xbox and PC. How come we can't play those two games together? Why does it need to be like Xbox IP or Microsoft IPs that do it? Why can't it be something else? So...
Because they won't make the maximum amount of money that way somehow.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, that can't be it because it doesn't make any sense. But anyway... so hopefully, Sony agrees, and it'd be cool. It'd be a step in the right direction for unifying gaming. There we go. That's that level done.
I feel like Microsoft should be more concerned about this. It's like, hey, Bill, yeah? Well, we just did that deal with Sony. It's like, yeah. It's like, so we fucked up our servers, yeah. Well, I've noticed that from Sony at Sony from Sony.com has just uploaded a bit of code to our website called backdoor.exe. Should we be concerned about that? No, I'm pretty sure that's fine. What about this one that says malware.exe? Alright, check that one out.
Yeah. I don't know. I hope they do it.
Infinite ammo, Cuban jungle.
Mm-hmm. Oh, this is one with Natalia in it. This is after you crashed a plane. And then there you go.
Wow, look at that plane.
Yeah.
Favorite Bond movie? Everybody?
Favorite Bond movie?
Yeah.
Quantum Solace? Not Quantum Solace. Casino Royale?
Oh my, yeah.
I meant to say Casino Royale. For some reason I said that one. The least good of the Craig movies.
I actually like Skyfall. I thought it was
Skyfall.
Pretty good. Last one, Spectre, was pretty good as well, but I thought Skyfall was the strongest. I also really liked Moonraker because of how absurd it is.
Somebody made oh shit. Somebody made a Moonraker.
What an accurate turret.
Well, I am invincible.
Oh, is that it? Okay.
Yeah. I can't really focus on the game when I'm trying to think about stuff.
What were you saying? Gold what?
I was GoldenEye for Brosnan is probably my favorite Brosnan film. For Sean Connery, I don't know. Maybe Dr. No for Sean Connery. Like the first one. Was that the first one that he was in? I can't remember. I watched them all. It was a long time ago. I think
so.
Yeah, there's a ton.
What's your favorite?
I think my favorite is probably Casino Royale.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
It's good.
I agree with you. GoldenEye is the best Brosnan film.
It's really good.
I'm not massive.
Oh, yeah,
I'm definitely not a big fan of Pierce Brosnan as Bond, but I did like GoldenEye quite a bit.
What was that last Roger Moore movie that he did? The one with where the villain was Christopher Walken.
Yeah, I'm picturing it in my head. I'm watching it, but
it's the one where he gets away in a blimp, and the whole movie's awful.
It's a highly absurd film.
Moonraker is at least goofy and camp.
Yeah, somebody made a Moonraker roller coaster ride on Planet Coaster, like the whole film.
Really?
Yeah, it's like every single like major set piece is a part of the roller coaster.
That's cool.
It's really fucking elaborate.
I think there's a quote from Fleming that says that the most accurate Bond in appearance was George Lazenby, which I think is interesting.
Can I just say, it's just because you mentioned Planet Coaster, Jurassic Park is. We found out that
completely forgot about that.
Frontier Games' new IP is going to be Jurassic World.
That's not even on the topic list, is it?
No, I completely forgot about it.
Jurassic World Experience?
Yeah, Jurassic World, something like that.
And it's basically what it is. It's a
That's one of my favorite things to do as a kid. Game is breaking. There we go.
It's a fucking it's a park simulator game, but it's Jurassic World, which I think is pretty good. Also, I'm convinced I could run Jurassic Park and not have it be a cavalcade of fuck-ups like the other ones. Like, they're animals. It's not hard to keep... All right, well, she's dead.
I fail. Moving on.
But they are just animals. It's not like, oh, these are super intelligent creatures. Like, even the smartest of the dinosaurs was no more intelligent than, say, an eagle. And we got a pretty good handle on eagles. Like, yeah, some of the big ones are a bit more difficult to like take care of. But, like, all you got to do is, with the sauropods, is just, keep them in an area with positive reinforcements. All the other ones just build a big fuck-off fence. They're not getting... like, a T-Rex is not going to get through an electrified, reinforced concrete barrier. It's just not going to happen. Plus, it's an animal. It's not... If it gets shocked once going through, it's not going to keep doing it.
That'd be an interesting movie.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
No, it wouldn't be. It wouldn't make an interesting movie at all. But again, it's not hard. It wouldn't be hard.
Well, then you should buy Jurassic World, whatever. I forget the name.
Experience,
and
And
probably.
you can run Jurassic Park.
I will. I'll do a good job of it too.
Yeah, so that's Frontier's third IP. I think we mentioned that a couple podcasts ago that they were going to announce their third IP at their Frontier Expo.
When we played Planet Coasters, whenever that was a long time ago, I said I really wanted them to do Jurassic Park. Remember that?
Yeah, and like when they said they were doing a third IP that's like world renowned, I was like, it's probably Jurassic Park, but that seems almost too obvious. So I'm gonna think it's something else, but it's Jurassic Park.
So. Yeah.
I'm looking forward to that because Planet Coaster is awesome. It's actually that announcement actually kind of got me back into Planet Coaster again.
Jurassic World Evolution.
Evolution. There you go. I love Planet Coaster, but fuck me, is it a time sink? You could spend like years inside of that game, and like be like, oh god, what have I done?
Yeah, it's kind of like because I saw somebody do a Let's Play of it, and like I didn't realize how long Let's Play was, and then like an hour later I was like, holy fuck, I've just lost an hour of my life. Jesus.
Yeah, and that's what it is. You're like, that was alright. I finally got this ride. Oh shit, it's 6 a.m. All right, well, I should probably go to bed. So that always happens, but it's great. It's got like free content updates. Like they added like new rides. There's a actual ride that's coming out next year or something that's now in the game. There's like go-karts and stuff now.
Are you fighting Xena, the warrior princess?
Yep. Xena suck you off or whatever.
Oh, is this the movie where she kills the Russian general by crushing his...
That's the one.
I don't think you can do that.
She was a harder boss fight without cheats because she got a grenade launcher.
If I remember correctly.
Like,
that's not a thing that humans could do. Because if a woman is starting to squeeze me so hard with her thighs that I start to black out, I'm in head punching range, throat punching range. I'm going to punch her in the head and the throat.
Yeah. I always get confused by this level. I don't know where I'm going. Oh, here we go. I think it's getting
such a dense forest.
Yeah. Look at this sweet ass.
This might be mine of Turok. We should do a special in like Turok 2 for the N64.
We did a Turok video, but it never came out because the audio got fucked.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought you did a Turok video that came out.
We did a Turok, like a new Turok.
Yeah, you did like a weird one.
That was like the Xbox 360.
We did like the original, like, it might have been the 1 or 2. I can't remember what one it was. It was an old one. And the controls were awful.
Yeah. They weren't great.
It's Golden Gun, bitch. Die in one shot.
There was a...
oh man, I'm moving so fast.
There was a... fuck, I don't remember what I was going to say. Never mind. Gone. That's gone.
GTA Online Smuggler's Run expansion.
Ooh, yeah, let's talk about that. That looks really
Remember
good.
that game that came out in like 2001, Smuggler's Run? Well, now it's coming back in Rockstar's GTA Online.
Is that a game?
Smuggler's Run, yeah.
Really?
It was a Rockstar game in the early 2000s.
Really?
Yeah.
You just said you were excited about. What were you excited for if you didn't know what it was?
Well, this is a GTA expansion.
Oh, well, yeah, that's true, I guess.
It's a GTA expansion that's a nod to Smugglers Run, the game.
I didn't know it was about... I just saw the trailer, and it looks like a cool trailer, because there's Apache helicopters and P1 Mustangs.
Yeah, Smugglers Run, it was like... Did you ever play, like, ATV Off-Road Fury or whatever?
You know it.
I do remember that game.
You mean Clay?
It was like that, except you had to make drop-offs. Like with different off-road vehicles and stuff.
That's pretty cool.
So in this, I guess it's more aircraft than like road going stuff. There might be some like road missions and stuff. But basically, what it is, you run. If you play GTA, then you know exactly what it is. But if you haven't, then you can basically buy this little business and then do missions to collect cargo and then drop them off for a profit. So a whole new level of grinding. But I mean, this one might be more profitable than what's already in the game.
Probably not.
What's currently in the game with double money is super profitable. So that's why I've been playing that this week. It's actually not that bad. Like if you hate grinding, then obviously it wouldn't bother. But it's not that bad if you're just like hanging out with your buddy. Like we've been playing it the past couple of days. And we've been having fun with it.
Yeah.
So
although we give up halfway through making money, we go to the beach.
Yeah. Yeah, you gotta have a little beach outing.
I've made also the best scooter in the game.
Yeah. That's,
Ooh, is this the I remember playing this level when I was a kid, and I had the dual-wielding rocket launchers and invincibility, and I made all those guys, like, big-headed. And it was just... Want to talk about breaking the frame rate?
I can't remember what crouch is. Whatever. I'll just run through and kill them all. This was a great level, as was Depot, which I think is the level that comes before this. Depot was a great level.
Weren't all the faces of the bad guys just the developers?
Might have been. There's also I don't know if it's at every level, but in one of the snow levels, one of the faces of a guy is an ear. The front of his face is an ear.
Is it?
Yeah. He doesn't. It's like it's clean on this, like nothing on either side of his head, and then there's just an ear in the middle. It's like a texture bug, obviously, but it's really disturbing. Fucking yeah. It's hilarious running into all these dudes, and then one dude is like, "What the fuck are you?" He's a freaking nature guy. It was great.
There was a show that came out in Disney called Gravity Falls, which is a really good show. It's a really excellent cartoon. I highly recommend checking it out. But there's a character on it called Bill Cipher, and he's this demon. And in the end of the show, spoiler alert, he takes over the town of Gravity Falls, and he good time to check your watch. Yep. He takes over the town of Gravity Falls, and he, one of the characters in the show, who's kind of like the mean businessman, comes up to him, and he's like, "Hey, I know you're an evil demon, but I'm basically, I'm a businessman and a lawyer or whatever. Like, we're basically first cousins. You should take me on as your apprentice." And Bill Cipher goes, counteroffer. I'm gonna rearrange all the holes on your face, and then he snaps his fingers. And the dude's nose becomes his mouth becomes his eye, his ear becomes his other eye, his eye becomes his ear. It's really fucked, and he starts screaming and moaning because all, like, his face...
Did you say this was Disney?
Yeah!
Was it live
really
action?
Fucking scary!
Is it live action?
No, it's a cartoon, but it's just all of a sudden he's just like... I'm like, Jesus Christ!
To be shown on Disney's We're Bitter as Shit that we got beaten to a good business idea streaming service coming soon.
It's a long acronym.
I'm so pissed about that.
Yeah, we already talked about it on last week's
podcast.
I know, yeah. You want to bring it up a little bit?
Yeah, I just want to say it's I think it's atrocious, and it's such... By making something that isn't Netflix and trying to get shows from Netflix, you make your thing worse and you make Netflix's thing worse. It's the convenience of Netflix is that stuff is in the same place. It's not that I want my Netflix originals on this thing and I want my other originals on this other fucking thing. I already have 3 streaming services. I'm already paying to the nose for this damn thing anyways. Anyways, that's what I wanted to say about that. Joker and a Harley Quinn movie.
Yeah.
Is it Jared Leto?
It's Jared Leto and Margot Robbie.
A fucking dick?
So after Suicide Squad 2 comes out, apparently they're making that.
Woo!
They're also currently in the works of making a Joker and Harley movie starring Jared Leto and Margot Robbie.
So here's the trick. Give the guy more than 6 weeks to write the damn thing this time. keep the same cinematographer, keep all the same crew.
Yeah,
I would say keep everything the same because
make sure Katana and Captain Boomerang come back because they were pivotal characters.
Well, I don't mind that so much.
I mean, at this point, just copy a Marvel movie and change everyone's names.
No, I disagree. Marvel's already, they got their formula, they're doing their thing.
Yeah,
they're copying it enough themselves as it is.
I'm saying if DC wants to be successful.
Now would be a really good time to get angry. That's my secret, Batman. I'm always angry.
I just meant the dynamic.
If they fix the plot of Suicide Squad, it would be a far less divisive movie than it is.
Yeah, I agree with you. The plot is by far the biggest tragedy in that whole.
And in my opinion, everything else is actually pretty tight.
No, I wouldn't go that far, but I would say it needs a little bit of cleaning up. But the plot is definitely the biggest thing. Like, there's a scene with Harley Quinn in an elevator that absolutely does not need to happen.
You've mentioned that before, yeah.
I have. And I will continue to mention it.
I still like the movie, but the plot's a mess, and it shows how little time that the guy had to work on it.
What the fuck train is this?
Yeah, really though. The 6 weeks, not enough time. Not enough time, right?
Yeah.
The Adam, you write, I write. 6 weeks, not enough time, right?
For a script?
Yeah.
Not a good one.
No, not a good one. And just I honestly, even if they kept the same people writing it, as long as they give them more time, I honestly don't care. That's the trick, and it's going to be the same damn trick for the Joker and Harley Quinn movie. You just got to give people time to actually make the friggin' movie. Keep the cinematographer though. Cinematographer did a terrific job, in my opinion.
For the most part.
Really, there was cinematography areas you didn't like?
A couple, not major ones. Most of the movie was very visually striking. I'll give you that.
Yeah, I think they did a tight job on that.
Just a horribly misplotted.
Oh my god,
movie.
these fucking trolls.
Yeah, the plot could use a lot of work.
Aaron, I have every sympathy with
plot
you.
could use drafts more than anything. I think like 6 weeks, fine. Churn out a first draft, maybe, but like, good luck getting that thing edited. Good luck getting a second draft out.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
So they just need to not mishandle their people.
Why? I don't understand why they're trying to beat Marvel, right? They're trying to hone in on that market. First off,
they shouldn't be, but maybe that's what they're trying to do.
There's a loss. It's a bit of a lost cause trying to beat Marvel because Marvel's already won the game and reinvented it. What they should be doing is going after their own audience. But that's the topic.
Yeah, I agree. I agree 100%. By the way,
Oh man, look at this super cool fucking.
Me and Adam may disagree on DC movies, but we agree that they should be targeting DC fans.
Anyway, you're trying to make a good. At the very least, you're trying to make a lot of money at the box office. That's the point of a box office blockbuster.
Well, yeah, you want to churn out.
Give the writers more time. Give everyone more time.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
It's strictly better. Nothing can be lost by giving people more time.
No, except time. In which case, manage your movie
expendable
better.
As shit.
Yeah, manage your movie better. If you're making a movie and you're like, oh, we don't have enough time for that. Like, well, we don't have enough time for the writers to write the movie. Like,
then you shouldn't be making a movie.
Yeah.
And whether you came out with a net win or not doesn't change the methodology of it. Whether or not you consider what you did a win or not is irrelevant to the way you make it is still important. So yeah, just give your writers enough time, and you'll have a much less controversial product. It's split literally. You couldn't get a more split down the middle movie if you tried than Suicide Squad. Even Batman versus Superman edged out slightly from being almost completely 50-50.
Yeah. And that movie was fucking dog shit.
The director's cut is a good movie.
I will have to watch that. I have heard that that's the case.
Check it out, because that's the one I watched and I like it.
At the same time, the plot of that movie is also fucking dog shit. I don't know how the director's cut can fix that. I'll give it the benefit of the doubt.
Well, it's still plot is still its biggest issue.
Okay.
But the director's cut is a much more satisfying pace of film, in my opinion. So yeah, check that out for sure.
I still wanted to see a extended version of Age of Ultron that we're never gonna get.
Yeah, I agree.
Is it left or right?
Yeah, that might be my biggest wanted director's cut that we never got, actually.
As opposed to Blade Runner, where it's like, stop releasing director's cuts. The movie is finished, Ridley Scott. Now go make a horrible aliens film.
That's
out now. Alien Covenant is out. I might pick it up and watch it.
On like Blu-ray or whatever.
Yep.
So what do I think of the Joker and Harley Quinn movie? I think
aren't you invincible?
Fix things.
Not on that level, I wasn't.
I think fix things.
I will be now.
I think I like your movies, but I think they're flawed. That's what I think.
Wonder Woman is definitely the best.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to Justice League.
Me too.
Hopefully it's not a pile of dog shit.
I think it'll be good, but I'd be lying if I say I didn't statistically think it was going to be flawed, because that's what I've thought of all the movies so far. Except Wonder Woman, which I thought was exceptional.
Wonder Woman.
I don't remember the. Did you like finish this, Adam? Because you like said,
like once in like 90.
Yeah, like ages, 100 years ago. Yeah.
Yeah, I was just wondering like if you knew the floor pattern thing for some weird like savant reason.
Oh, it's the same people. I kind of missed like half the topic here, which is the point that the Joker and Harley Quinn movie is being made by the same people, the two people, I forget their names, who made Crazy Stupid Love.
Was that any good? Was that a good movie?
Was that the movie you liked? I can't remember.
I'm not sure what movie you're thinking about.
Was that the Ben Stiller one and the whoever?
No, that's. Wait, are you? I'm sorry.
You're thinking about.
He's thinking about Adam Sandler, and he's thinking about Punch Drunk Love.
No. It had.
Are you shooting paintball?
No, that's a different movie too.
Was it John Cusack? Somebody?
Okay.
I don't know. You reviewed it on the site. I can't remember what it was.
John Cusack.
I think it might have been him. Or
you're thinking of Ben Stiller. You're thinking of We Are Young.
Yeah, I said Ben Stiller.
I
said Ben Stiller first.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, Ben Stiller. We Are Young. I'm getting a whole bunch of movies. I've listed like 10 different movies here that are all mixed up.
These fucking gremlin-looking things hiding in the dark corners. Fucking Christ.
There we go.
I don't even remember what Adam Sandler movie I was thinking about. But anyways.
Is that Odd Job?
No. I can't remember his name.
Baron Samedi or whatever?
Yeah, that's right.
There you go.
Yeah. But yes, yeah, so...
Fucking terrifying.
We Are Young is also a pretty good movie. Though flawed. But yes, these people made Crazy Stupid Love and really not much else. They made Focus. Anybody see Focus with Will Smith and Margot Robbie?
No.
No.
So if nothing else, they've worked with Margot Robbie before.
Yeah.
And was that any good? Did you see that?
Yeah, it was pretty good. Especially the first half. It kind of takes a turn.
Didn't you just kill him?
Yeah, you got to kill him like 4 or 5 times in this level.
It takes an intentional turn, sort of partway through the movie, and like they do like a bit of a time shift. But yeah, the second half is not near as good as the first half.
I heard the second half, or maybe I just heard like that the movie is 2 halves or something.
Yeah, it's exactly right. The first half is way better though.
Oh, okay.
And so maybe Will Smith pops up in this movie too. So I mean, they've worked with at least one of the actors in this movie before, which is I think a good sign. So yeah, I mean, yeah, could be good. Hope it's good. What else do we have? Oh,
actually, I think Adam, you need to kill him with the golden gun, which is why that room is there.
Don't you have the golden gun?
I mean, I do, but I think it needs to be the mission objective. I don't know. I can't remember. It's been so long since I played through this.
I had fond memories of this game that I replayed it a couple years ago, and they all went away.
I'm actually having fun with this now.
This game,
like with the slightly amended controls and it in 1080 is just fucking awesome.
And then with all the fucking cheats on.
Yeah, well, I mean, I used to play with cheats as well.
No, fair enough. This game was hard because the controls were shit. Does anybody remember Toy Story 2, the game for the N64?
Yes.
I remember playing that as a kid, thinking like, "Wow, I must just be really terrible at video games. I got to get good to beat this game." And I played again. I'm like, "No, it's just the controls."
I remember getting like stuck on a clothesline or something.
We should play that game for a special.
So you gotta walk on a set of tiles. I guess it's to the right, or no? Yeah, you're good until the guns come out. I think. No, don't go. No, stop. Fuck. I got the... Okay, yeah, the controls are really... For some reason, like, you would expect, I guess, strafe to be on this, I guess on this stick, but it's on this stick because it's supposed to be mapped to a D-pad. But, so the controls are horrendous. Anyway. Yeah, I guess that's pretty well it. I mean, I don't know if there's anything else you guys want to talk about.
There's one more thing on the list.
Oh, you can't break these.
Well,
yeah, Jerry Lewis passed away this week. Mm-hmm. Oh, Jesus Christ! I don't know what the hell that was.
Disturbing.
Yeah. Fucking open this door. Oh, he's trying to open it.
I gotta be honest. I don't have a lot of like knowledge about Jerry Lewis.
Me neither.
He's not one of those people that I was like. I know he was very popular, but like.
Yeah, I mean, iconic American comedian, actor guy.
Yeah.
Did a lot. I mean, I haven't really watched all of his stuff, but still, I don't know, losing too many people.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's what happens with life.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, I guess that baby boomer generation is getting to that point now.
Christ.
What?
I'm sorry. I just said that's what happens with life. I think I watched a really.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Why does it specify this?
Including Gary Lewis.
Huh.
Is that a famous person?
Gary? What are you talking about?
Okay, it's a musician.
Oh,
yeah.
man.
No, because I just looked on his Wikipedia page, and children, it says 7, including Gary. And I was like, why specify? But it turns out like he's like a celebrity or something.
I think that's like, like the end at the end of the credits, like you have like the starring so and so and so and so and so and so.
Oh,
and
yeah,
also.
yeah. Oh, speaking of credits, kind of loosely.
This is a good level too.
The Defenders came out.
We also mentioned that, but did not talk about it because none of us watched it. Have you watched it?
I have not watched all of it. I have started it.
Is it good?
It is good so far.
Okay.
Cool.
Is Jessica Jones good in that? Because she's the only person I really care about.
She is.
Good.
Does she have a significant enough role for me to watch it and not watch any of the other shows?
You have to watch the other shows to understand what's going on.
I'll never be watching that then.
That's just something people are going to have to deal with.
Is it Gavin?
Yeah.
Like Gavin Free.
Well,
I keep saying Gavin, like, oh yeah, me and Gavin are best buddies. Gavin never fucking met me.
Oh.
So watch the Defenders, but preferably watch the other stuff first.
Yeah, there's just so much shit, and I don't care about it.
Well, I was gonna just say quickly about Jerry Lewis. I watched a documentary a little while ago that was called like Life After 90, and it was I forget who was the narrator, but he was just like this big writer in Hollywood, and he was going to like all these different like 9-year-olds in Hollywood, and also just like just regular people who are over 90. It's like, how do you live once you get to 90? Because everyone's like, your life's over at that point. It's like, well, no, it isn't. You can still do a lot of stuff. So we're talking to like, who played Bert in Mary Poppins? The chimney sweep. Who played that? Who's the male lead in Mary Poppins?
I'm not supposed to do that. Male lead in Mary Poppins.
Yeah, well, I forget what his name is.
Michael Rooker.
Anyway, they talked to like Stan Lee and Betty
Mary
White
Poppins,
and all that kind of stuff. Anyway, Jerry Lewis is one of the guys that they talked to in that, and he was like, "Yeah, this is what I'm doing at 90. It's really cool." And it was a really, really good documentary. Liked it. Liked it a lot.
I was about to say something.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't you care about the other stuff in the Defenders?
I don't like. It's almost. It took me a long time to get through Jessica Jones, and I liked that character, and it was a great story.
Yeah.
It's just.
Watch the other stuff. What are you doing?
It's a lot of. It just seems like a lot of needless drama about characters I don't have any attachment to, and it's always.
Yeah, but you never have any attachment to them until you watch them, right?
Yeah, but even still, like it just. I don't know. There's something about like the drama that's just too heavy for me to care about on a regular enough basis.
I figured you'd be all about it. Because it was MCU continuity.
Yeah, but it's like it's not. They're like kind of gritty dramas. They're not superhero stories,
Right, I know what you mean.
That's largely the point with these, I think.
Yeah, and all of them have the same superpower, just being strong. It's like, oh man,
he's got a bit of a point.
What's Jessica Jones? Oh, she's strong. What's Daredevil? Oh, he's blind, but he's strong. Like, oh, what is Iron Fist? He's strong. What does Luke Cage do? He's bulletproof, but he's strong. Like,
yeah, well, it's better than fucking. What do you want? Cyclops to come in? Hey guys, to shoot the problem with my eye beams.
Yeah, but it's like all the stories are the same. It's like. I don't know.
That solve it? No, Cyclops.
They're a strong person that's kind of rejected by the world because apparently the rest of the MCU doesn't exist.
I don't know.
And Tony Stark lives down the street.
Oh man, Cyclops is he's actually a puppet master. He's actually really intelligent. He's a good leader, and he is. He's also a fucking bitch, and I hate him.
I just wish they were more like.
Maybe he's good in evolution.
You can associate them with reality, and I like Kingpin's character because he was kind of like just like a piece of shit who was also a absolute wimp, like a terrible character in the sense that, like, I don't know, his not terribly written, just a terrible character.
Terrible in a good way.
Yeah, like, you know, his daddy didn't love him or whatever, so now I kill people or something. And it's just like, I like that element of it, but then the other side of it is like the main character trying to find his place to fit in, and it's like, I don't care about this, just like go kill people in a cool way and do cool, like the last half of the, you know, the most recent season of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. was like, it took that kind of like drama and needless superhero stuff, but introduced a really cool concept that I haven't really seen anything recently, specifically. And I was like, man, this is really cool because it can change the universe a little bit, but it's still got a new flavor to it. Whereas I feel like maybe with the Marvel or the Netflix Marvel shows, I've almost like seen them in other things before somewhere. I don't know. They're cool, but I just feel like I can't get too attached to just drama because drama.
Fair,
you know?
Actually, yeah.
I'll watch them eventually, but it takes so long to get through them.
The thing about TV, there's a lot of TV out there. That's what makes being a TV fan hard, is just the sheer volume. Like I did a list the other day of shows I either really feel like I should rewatch or shows I have to watch. There's 60 shows on that damn list. It's gonna take me a while to rewatch and watch some of those shows.
And honestly, I think it's
I
like,
don't really have a lot of time anyway. I barely have enough time to play video games.
Well, you don't have enough time to watch Game of Thrones, so you don't have enough time. Period. If that's the case.
Yeah. It's Critical Role, man.
No, Game of Thrones is better than Critical Role.
No, fuck you.
It absolutely is. I can see Matt Mercer being like, man, I got to do this, and it's like pulling.
I'll give you that. I just like I just like Critical Role better because I can stick it on in the background.
Yeah, I feel like Game of Thrones to me is what Critical Role would be if somebody said, "Here's $100 million. Make the RPG into make your role playing game into a."
Well, maybe that woman who won the Powerball can do it because she got a lot of money to spend.
Oh yes, this thing that just happened right in America. Yeah, in like.
So this woman won $7,900 million.
Massachusetts,
no,
right?
$790 million.
700 was I thought I read 758. I guess it's 790.
It doesn't really matter at that point.
$700 million.
Yeah, it's a lot of money. I don't have that much money.
And this woman was like, and everyone, this article was like, why is everyone giving this woman grief? And this other woman was like, well, she should be giving that money to the poor. If I had that money, I'd give everyone in America $100.
This is what I was talking about when I said, well, I can't remember the exact thing we were talking about. It was like, you have these things that Chase the Ace. That's what it was. We have like a stupid lottery thing here, where you go and pull a card and you can win a ridiculous sum of money for waiting in line for 87 years. So they have these lotteries where you fucking buy a ticket, everybody buys a ticket, and then wads a whole massive sum of money into a corner, and then everyone gives it to one person. It's like, this is how much money everybody would have if you didn't spend any money on fucking tickets.
But what this woman was saying is like, if I won this money, I'd give everyone in America $100,000 because that's how much money I'd have. Somebody did a calculation.
Yeah, not even close.
Like, you give everyone $1,500, which is not an insignificant sum. Like, that's still, like, if somebody came up to me and was like, here's $1,500, I'd be like, Jesus, thank you. I'm gonna go out and buy I'm gonna invest some of this and buy a gaming headset.
Yeah, that's a good investment.
Ridiculous.
I was gonna invest some of it.
Okay, yeah.
I had included a comma in there.
Okay,
yeah. I didn't think I had to point out. Jesus Christ, do you think that's the end of the fucking level? The world kind of drops off there.
By the way, this is probably the same woman who does the math behind getting all the baked apple pies to the McDonald's. By the way, so I'm not going to mention where it is, but there's a McDonald's locally where I'm pretty sure, or no, let's just say, okay.
You mean all of them?
There's an unnamed fast food chain locally.
There's a McDonald's. Hang on. There's an unnamed fast food.
Who knows what it is? I don't pay a lot of attention. Maybe it's not a McDonald's. So anyways, everyone who works there, I'm pretty sure, is high out of their goddamn mind.
Oh, different story.
So anyways, and I've recounted a couple things like the exterior chicken and stuff that's happened over time going to this McDonald's. But anyways, so
I still drops the name.
Holy shit!
Jesus Christ, that was
destroy all humans.
Fucking frightening.
See the Transformers.
We gotta do a special one, destroy all humans, Aaron.
Man, that was genuinely fucking frightening.
So, anyways,
see that thing crest the hill.
I don't think this is the level, but there's one of these. I just did this level to see if it was the one with
So,
the
like I said
face
earlier, I actually just got back from the airport, right? Or from Ottawa.
Yeah.
from the airport. So, when I was coming
like
in,
lost in translation.
I went to McDonald's, right, on my way home, right? So I stopped by McDonald's because I'm hungry. It'd been like 8 hours since I'd eaten.
Don't you mean unnamed fast food chain?
Yes, unnamed fast food chain, which I'll just refer to as McDonald's. This is just a variable, McDonald's. It could really be anything. So, anyways, so we're sitting there in the drive-thru, right? It's like, welcome to McDonald's. Can I take your order? Yeah, sure. I'll have 6 unnamed fast food chain nuggets with fries and a medium vanilla drink.
You gotta go one way or the other. Yeah. You can't be, hi, welcome to McDonald's, and then say, I'll have 3 unspecified fast food chain nuggets.
You're not helping the coder of this variable, Rory.
So anyways, I order my food, right? Mm-hmm. And there's about 1 or 2 minutes of just pure silence after that, before it comes over the intercom again. Hi. Welcome to McDonald's. Can I take your order? It's like, yeah, I'll have 6 unnamed fast food chain nuggets and fries and a vanilla drink. And so
the word you're looking for is milkshake.
And so
unspecified fast food Mexican.
So
that's
anyways,
what McDonald's calls it.
Then the guy's like, will that be
unspecified milk-based beverage?
He goes, will that be for here or to go? I'm in the drive-thru. Like, seriously,
that
people.
Dude doesn't give a fuck.
No, he doesn't give a fuck. Dude's clearly high. I want to make sure of something. I am positive that no McDonald's employee or employee of any fast food chain ever has ever taken any illegal substances of any kind while on the job.
You can't incite that, Roy. That would be slander.
That being said, this gentleman was not in his right headspace when he asked me that very dumb question.
Like he was like, yeah, for here.
I would have been like,
sits the train outside looking at it.
I should have said for here.
And then ate in the drive-thru and not moved.
Car Tommy like,
Yeah,
hang on, I gotta give the tray back.
I said here, bitch. Shut up.
They won't let me leave with the glass. They won't let me leave with the glass. Well, then what? I'm eating in here.
What
level?
Yeah, we should probably end. Good podcast.
What's the other snow level in this? Is this silent? No. There's another snow level. Anyway, whatever. Thanks for watching, everybody. I guess we'll see you next time.
We'll be back next week with other stuff.
Happy birthday to GoldenEye. Good game. You can play it on your PC for $0 with this emulator that I'm using.
Yep, that's right.
Just Google it.
Bye, everyone.
See you next time.
Bye.